I got a letter from a member of the Tim Black Wolf Pack. I will do my best. I'm gonna take my time here to make sure I do not expose who this person is. But it's an important letter, and I want to share it because I have my feelings about how to help this person. This person is a member of the Wolf Pack community, and they have a question and they need help. They want support. And let's see if we can kind of put our heads together and come up with a way or some suggestions for this writer. Just another one of the Johnsons. Independent media only Johnson. It starts off saying nice things to me, which is always cool. It says, "Hi, Tim. I'm a huge fan. I watch your show on Facebook and YouTube regularly. I got both parties suck, dump Trump, and racist people suck t-shirts. Also have a no Joe button I got from you." So they have a friend that's a professional friend, a black friend. I guess that's pertinent to it. Let's not jump to conclusions why the stipulation that the friend is black, okay? It's going to be germane to the conversation, to the question, okay? And it's fair to ask this question because you need help, you want clarity. And you want to be sensitive to how people feel, whose lives you feel like your life is very different from. So let's not attack or be, too apprehensive about that. But this person, the writer, this Wolfpack member, has been accused of exalting their white privilege because I won't support Biden. This friend told our Wolfpack member that I'm a horrible person, and it's because of Bernie's toxic supporters that they will never support Bernie. Okay, so two things. One is you're using white privilege because you don't like Biden, and two, Bernie's supporters are why they don't want health care. Okay, so that's crazy, but we'll get to it. It hurts me. I understand where she's coming from. I hate Trump too. I think MAGA hats are racist, as is the Confederate flag. And it is as offensive as the Nazi symbol. I'm sympathetic to BLM. I cry when I see black people gunned down just for being black. I can't imagine being that mother of a young black male and having to worry every single day and every night whether my child will be next. She goes on to say, I've done my best to raise my children not to be prejudicial against anyone who's different from them. They've grown up having a rainbow of friends. I'm proud of that, but I want to do more. Okay. Then she goes on to say things like, I voted green in 2016. I didn't vote for Hillary either. So she's having problems grappling with this whole situation with Biden and being confronted by it. She says, when it comes right down to it, I probably forced myself this time to vote for Biden because I'm ashamed of my white privilege. I want to do what I have to do in order to get Trump out of office. But I feel like I'm in a no-win situation. How can I mend my friendships with my black friend? Is it even possible to convince anyone that I'm not using white privilege? Honestly, sometimes I'm ashamed that I'm white because of the atrocities we've committed. What can I do? I feel depressed about everything now. Thank you. Wolfpack. Okay, friend. First of all, thank you for writing this letter. When I first read it, I was like, I don't know how to address this. This is crazy. But now that I've taken more time over the last day or two to kind of like mill it out, let it process, yours is a very typical situation. A lot of people feel this way. There are a lot of people out there. In fact, when you send in this email, it's like you are speaking for others. I am concerned that you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. When we talk about racism, we talk about white supremacy. When we talk about these things, we're talking about systemic issues. What you do or what you do not do will not change the history of the United States, nor should your friend extrapolate all concerns, all frustrations about this system onto her white friend. If that is a friend at all would be the question I'm wondering. Okay? I don't blame every white person for everything that everybody white has ever done. That's crazy talk. But you must, as you're an enlightened person, you're of the Wolfpack, so you do understand the role that media plays in all of this, right? You get that part, right? I mean, your friend is under the delusion that Biden is the solution when Biden is not the solution. I encourage you to share a video of me having a conversation with Dr. Cornel West. I'm not sure your friend would be open to that, watching it, but if they did, they would find that I and Cornel West agree on a couple of things, and one of them being Biden is not the solution. He may be the only choice that is left at this point. but he is not the solution to our problems or what's going on in her life or her friend's life or her children's lives. And the fact that this person seems to believe that Biden will somehow make life better for her in some way, that just goes to show you how bad our corporate media is. Vote for Biden is not a win for any of us. It's an attempt to lose less. That is all it is. Would you like, if you have $100, would you like to lose 90 of it, or would you like to lose 50 of it? That's the way I look at it. Now, that's it. If you let Trump stay in, you probably lose 90 of it. This idea that the only way that people are woke is because of Trump, I understand it, but you have to understand there are prices to pay for Trump. This wokeness is a universal price. There are people paying the price for that right now in the form of all types of cuts that Trump has made to the budgets in ways that will help ordinary people every day, whether it be health care, whether it be detrimental to policing. You see what he's doing in Portland and other places, Seattle and Washington, D.C. These are things he's actually doing. Environmental cuts, regulatory cuts, things that put workers in harm's way, things that put average citizens' health in harm's way. Just the installation of conservative judges all across the country, record-setting numbers of conservative judges that will impact people's lives for decades to come, are reasons. But the problem is, I'm pretty sure your friend doesn't even know any of that. Your friend has no idea. I'm guessing. Because I have to watch MSNBC, CNN, CBS, ABC from time to time, and they don't talk about the real issues that Donald Trump presents. And you know what also the problem is? A lot of people that consider themselves even members of the Wolfpack, some of us don't know all that Donald Trump has done. Okay? They don't know really the effects of Donald Trump. And when I talk about those effects, I'm not stating it's not as if Obama didn't do some of the same stuff. But we got to have the conversation one president at a time. We can't just keep saying, okay, what about Obama? We are where we are now. We want to make life better from where we are. We can't go back in the time machine, take back our votes for Obama and change it. All we can do is make better choices going forward. So I see a problem. I see that your friend has been brainwashed with cable media to the point where they believe that somehow Biden will end Armageddon, and he will not. He may slow the ascension to Armageddon, but we're going to get there anyway if we don't make other changes. And we will get there in different ways. Maybe not with the erosion of the Voting Rights Act, maybe not with more cuts to health care, but maybe so with more war. Though, also know, Trump hasn't brought us home from wars. We're pretty much in every war that we were in before he got elected, that he said he was going to bring us home from. The ones that Obama took us to, that he ran on getting us out of. We're still there, Johnson. So I see that with the person, this friend of yours who's a black friend of yours. The other thing is, and this one's for you. This is where it gets tough for me because I'm not a white person, obviously. Black kids, black wife, black life. That's all I've been. That's all I know. But what I do know, I know pretty well. And I'll tell you this. It troubles me that you seem like you're turning this on yourself. Do what you can do from where you are with what you have right now, whatever that is. It sounds like you're trying to raise your kids in a correct way. I do caution you with the you don't see color. Don't go down the road or you don't see color. Color exists. It's the reason why you don't wear green and red unless it's Christmas. It's good to know your colors, and it's okay because we all bring something to the table uniquely, and that's what makes it beautiful. That's what makes America interesting. That's what makes us who we are. My blackness is part of who I am. It's culturally who I am. So don't feel that way. If you can help it, I would not try to self-impose on you the blame for everything that's ever happened. It's horrific. I'm glad. Look, to be an ally, you're an amazing ally, but you're not much of an ally if you're doing everything out of, guilt. It just sounds like a heavy, disgusting word. You're not guilty of anything. This is the situation, and quiet as it's kept, all of us are dealing with the same issues. It's just different ways of dealing with it. There are black people who look at black people in negative ways. Because we're all affected by white supremacy. We're all affected by racism. We are all in our own way. We're all impacted by it. You sound like a good person. You sound like a great member of the wolf pack. It's not up to you to change your friend's opinion of you. And you do know that politics is dangerous conversations anyway. I mean, when I was coming up, right, I'm Generation X. We couldn't even talk about it at work. We didn't really talk about politics with our friends for situations just like this because this is what we get. But when we start having these conversations, we're going to have these disagreements. Time heals all wounds. If she's really that upset with you, maybe educate her into some of the things that Biden has done. Maybe send her a link to a couple videos where I eviscerate Joe Biden. Now, she'll probably tell you I'm a sellout, but at some point, maybe she will listen to some of it. And she will find out that he wanted to cut Social Security, Medicare, and he is the chief architect of mass incarceration. And if that doesn't shake it to our core, maybe the story about black kids rubbing his hairy legs will. And she could still go vote for Biden. But maybe she'll vote for Biden with some hesitation, like a informed person would. Get it today. Wolfpack.